Welcome back to Rebel Watch. It's episode 20, guys. We are in the 20s of Rebel Watch this year. I'm your host, Erika Dierke.
I'm Henry Stuart.
I'm Mariah Evans.
And I'm Paxton DeBardeleben.
So Mariah actually called it last week. She predicted a sweep.
I hope it's 3-0, guys. Prove me right.
3-0, and that's what we took in baseball against LSU. Known LSU haters on this show, so we're really happy about it. We won all 3 games and did not move up in the rankings. What are we thinking?
I mean, I don't know what D1 baseball buzz, I don't know what they're telling their writers or their people or, what they believe or how they even got that job, because I don't understand how you can look at Ole Miss having now gone,
5-1 in SEC play over the last 2 weeks. 2-1 against Florida, now 3-0 against Louisiana. Jesus Christ, LSU. Lord Almighty.
Take a deep breath.
I don't understand how you can look at that against, going 2-1 against Florida, 3-0 against LSU, and say they're just not going to move up. And then, midweek wins, and I think we're 6 of 7 now over the past 2 series in midweek. So I don't understand how we didn't move up. And we looked really good, I'd say. Like, we genuinely did.
Yeah, I think we definitely controlled the series from the start. As Lane Kiffin would say, this was just different for us. And for Jay Johnson and LSU's coaching staff, this is the first time they got at SEC series swept this entire season. For a team that's been struggling to score runs and get on base, we averaged 8.66 runs per game. So if you calculate that, scored 26 runs. I'm happy for our team. Shout out to the guy that got arrested. You look like a total idiot. You're a microcosm of Baton Rouge and LSU. You look like one of the 40-year-old drunk men that go to an LSU game that try to talk a lot of mess to college students all the time.
That's what it did.
Any LSU L is beneficial for Rebel Watch. We hate y'all. We know that. Shout out to Judd Utermark. Dude's an absolute beast. Hunter Elliott played an amazing series. I said on the last time on the show that this is the moment for our season to where we either peak or we either go down.
I think this is the climax of our season right here. I think this is the moment where we either show that we're good or we show we're bad, and there's no in between.
Here's what I have to say. I feel like I'm in a toxic relationship with this baseball team. This offense is like an abusive boyfriend to me. Because when it's good, it's really, really good. But when it's bad, it's horrible. This series we had, you said 26 runs. It was 30-something hits. Both of those were more. 32 hits. Both of those were more than we have accrued in any SEC series this entire year. So this was definitely like our shining performance. But I just can't help but think about what we've been seeing this entire year where they're, not performing. I'm hoping you're right, and this is like, a changing of the tides. I'm a little bit more hopeful of that after beating Southern Miss. I've been pretty low on LSU. I didn't think we would move up much in the rankings at all. I've been pretty low on them, so I wasn't super surprised by that. But with the Southern Miss win, that was an offensive win, not a pitcher's duel, I'm hoping that this is a turning of the tides. I do want to shout out, we've been shouting out Utermark and Becerra this entire year, but they have half of the home runs for the entire team. They have 29 home runs, which is literally 50% of the home runs that this entire team has.
I was going to say Austin Foley.
Go for it.
He finally kind of went yard and really got his hitting figured out, and he'd been trending towards that, and he just really managed to put it together this weekend, and boy, what a time to do it. So very impressed with him, very happy to see him kind of return to form a little bit from last season. He was really consistent last year. So I think we're definitely starting to kind of gain momentum and get hot really at the right time. I genuinely do. And I think, kind of what you said, Paxton, I think you're 100% right. I think there are a lot of LSU fans that are on social media right now that are trying to say, oh, well, he got a beer thrown on him, so I'm going to beat the tar out of him. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're able to get your emotions manipulated and lose control that quickly to a, 20, 21-year-old college kid. You're a grown adult. I looked at his arrest record. I think he's like 52, 53. And, you are in the Ole Miss student section.
Mind you are in the student
section. You're a 50-year-old man in the student
Why are you in the student? Buy some tickets. Do you not have money? What is there? You are 50 years old.
Hang on. No, Mariah.
No, you're starting beef with college kids. You're gonna get arrested.
You bet your bottom I'm finna throw down.
I'm glad you're able to let physical violence consume you that quickly. Because here's the thing.
That's like somebody slapping you.
Let me talk. When you walk into your arch
arch-rival student section as a grown adult, you need to be prepared that things like that are going to happen. Does that make them okay? No, it does not.
Yeah.
But you need to be prepared for that to happen and let it roll off the other cheek.
Mind
Well, he punching the other
he
team.
punched.
Get yourself arrested.
He punched the wrong kid too. He punched the wrong kid.
That's the, yeah, exactly.
He punched the wrong kid.
What happened, he was, mind you, he was already being escorted out by I presume to be his wife, maybe his girlfriend, and a security guard. The beer gets thrown on him. A security guard goes and is talking to a student and thinks that's who did it and was in the process of trying to figure out whether or not that's who did it. The LSU fan sees that and immediately throws a punch and jumps on top of him and starts beating on him. It was not the right person.
Okay.
The lesson to take away from all of this, the person that actually threw the beer, in all likelihood, has gotten away scot-free. The person who retaliated has now been charged in his face.
And guess who tweeted after the game about it? Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
And said that LSU, keep in mind, never loses a fight. That's what he said.
That's-
And then wait, and then he deleted the tweet afterwards. And then Keith Golding was asked about it and didn't even care. That's what I want my ball players to be
A
like.
team that spends $200 million on coaching buyouts and ranks 48th in education and first in poverty. That is not opinion, that is objective fact.
Okay,
Spend your money on
also,
infrastructure.
This is a sports show, so I'm just going to quickly shout out Walker Hooks.
Shout out Katie Davis.
I think that Walker Hooks has been doing really good. I think he's emerging as a possible closer. He has 3 wins, 2 saves, and a 1.06 ERA in his last 7 appearances, which is really impressive. And he has the leading chase rate. Batters have the highest chase rate against in the entire SEC with 38.9% chase rate for Walker Hooks. And he is tied with Landon Waters for the most appearances. So he's coming out often out of the bullpen, and then he's performing. So that's the thing I have to say about sports. Anything else?
He's been fantastic, very consistent.
I mean, I don't agree. Don't be hitting people, but I'm just saying this. Don't go throwing water and then don't expect nobody to throw a punch. And I don't think he should have punched the other kid because it was the wrong person at the end of the day. But if somebody throws some water on me, you bet your bottom.
Right. There's a 30-year age gap.
I don't give a darn.
30 years?
Have fun to Lafayette County Jail then, Mariah, because that's exactly where you're going to find yourself.
And I'm
Learn how to let things like that roll off your back.
I feel bad for his wife too.
Yeah, she was trying to get him out of there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
All right. So we talked a little bit of baseball and a little bit of fighting. But when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit of basketball. We'll see you right after the break.
When the mornings are hot, the afternoons are hotter, and football is on its way back. Now, games is won by the battles fought in Auburn. Everyone that's now revered as the Ole Miss legend has been in your shoes before, trying to survive that Mississippi heat, competing for a spot, and knowing the sacrifice that it takes to make it in this league. You go into this money collection of men from 100 different places, and if you work, you emerge from it as one team with one goal and one heartbeat. The SEC awaits you. And if they don't know who you are now, they will soon.
The dynamic freshman is starting to make his impact. Dagger, with the shot clock down to 1.
That 3-ball drops for Jamin Brakefield.
Fagan from the corner with a triple. Burrell for 3, that's a big response. 3-ball, yes. Biss shooting lights out at the pavilion. Hey, give him one more. Wow, Allie, oh. So you can't teach that. Well, that should give Ole Miss a boost.
Ole Miss 18th NCAA tournament appearance.
This is fun, folks, as Baker's feeling it. Little heat check. Snug Collins for 3. Bring it up, Bulls.
Instead, I love Madison Scott.
Ole Miss Rebels are having a lot of fun. You could see why.
All right, so before we talk about basketball, we are going to do everyone's favorite Stump Stewart. Henry got a little bit stumped this week, I'll be honest.
Much better questions, I will say.
Yeah, people are actually starting to recognize us and bring their A game, so we're going to take a look at that right now.
Who was LSU's offensive and defensive coordinator the year they won the national championship in 2019?
Joe Brady.
Defensive?
I don't know the defensive, but I know Joe Brady was OC.
So do I get $1?
Yeah.
Who was it?
No, bro.
You again?
No, that's crazy. Came from there.
No, I don't need that, bro. You can keep it.
Does not even 50 cents.
I'm not going to give it to you. It's for the bit.
You can have it.
It's 40 cents.
How did you know that?
I don't want that.
It's funny though, because he got it half right. Ask Henry any college football or basketball question, and if you know the answer and he doesn't, you get $1.
Who was the one passer in the 2014 Peach Bowl to not throw an incompletion?
Trevon Boykin? Who was it?
It was Colby Listenby when he threw that touchdown to Aaron Green.
I totally should have. Yeah. Yeah.
Who won March Madness in 2012?
Oh, it was Kansas.
Okay. No, I'm all right.
No, you can't think of anything? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's awesome.
He's the only college football coach is undefeated in the playoff, in the postseason, and even before like 12-team era.
Ed Orgeron.
Who won the national championship in college basketball in 2013?
Louisville, but it got vacated.
What was the Final Four in 2023?
For college basketball. For college basketball. Okay. Let me think about this. That UConn won it that year. UConn, San Diego State, Florida Atlantic. Who played UConn? They got mollywopped, I know that. How do I not know this? God almighty. Yeah, I got like the two like wild cards. Who did they? It wasn't Baylor. It wasn't. Was it Kansas? Who was it?
Miami.
Oh my God! Yes, it was. Well done. Well.
In 2019, Auburn went to the Final Four in basketball, right?
Correct.
Who was their dynamic duo in guards? Their dynamic guard duo.
I know Jared Harper. I'm trying to think of the second one.
They also made a song about it. Auburn fans did.
Yeah, I'm not. You're more of an Auburn fan than I am. I know Jared Harper. I don't know the second one.
You don't know?
I don't.
What is it?
Bryce Brown.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What college did Jalen Brunson go to?
Villanova, 2018 national champions. Him, DiVincenzo, and Amari Spellman.
All right, where did Namus Keita go to college?
Who?
Namus Keita, Boston Celtics center.
Damn. Give him $1. I don't know.
Where'd he go? There you go.
Hey, where did Cody Martin?
Nevada. Cody and Caleb, they both did. Their head coach was Eric Musselman, and they made that run to the Elite Eight in 2018. We ran into the same problem with Evan at the SMC. I will get you that $1.
Henry, can I do a magic trick pass?
Yeah.
Boo.
What?
Boo.
Oh.
Which former NFL player became a full-time magician?
Damn, I don't know this actually, and I probably should,
Dude,
and I
is
don't.
It you? Is he an NFL player?
Christian Dad, that's my answer.
That's right.
The Magic Man of
That's
Oxford.
Right.
Oh, come on. Every time, man. It's.
We are going to talk about basketball, although unfortunately there is not much to write home about. Mariah, what are you thinking about the little that we are doing in the transfer portal for the basketball team?
We only have one confirmed person as far as I've checked now. From Pittsburgh, he averages 10 points per game last season and 5.5 rebounds as in his freshman year. And I like the way he plays. He plays physical and aggressive, and he attacks downhill. And I'm really glad he's coming here. But also we had Tyleek Weeks come from Southern Miss yesterday. He made a visit, and he averaged 19 points last year at USM. And so I'm really I'm hoping we get these two guys. This Talik's really confirmed, but I know we got Roman, so that's all. But I hope we get some more people coming in.
Henry, you actually just talked on the DM Sports podcast about this topic as a whole. So do you have any takes?
Yeah, no, I think that I'm not really too burnt up about the guys that we have lost in the portal. I think that our core is going to be Pinkins and Cameron. And I think that they're fantastic ball players that could, definitely use some development in some areas. Pat Pinkins is a terrific three-point shooter, but I really would like to see him try and develop his game, driving to the basket and, get more, of an interior offense, not just relying on a hot hand from behind the arc. Nate Donahue, who I was on the podcast with, put it really good. It's either like feast or famine with that. So with Cameron, I'd like to see a little bit more ball distribution. But overall, I think that that's a really solid core. Kisa Giffa is also coming back, so we've got him as well. I think we've got a pretty solid core guys coming back. If we could just supplement that with some more experience and some proven high-level scoring and some size so we can actually rebound, that I think we'll be in good shape.
And Henry, you are our women's basketball liaison. So the WNBA draft was recent. Did Ole Miss have any players make it to the big stage?
Yeah, two. Cody McMahon went to the Washington Mystics in D.C., and then my former RebelWatch fan favorite of mine, Latasha Lattimore, went to the Chicago Sky. Really excited for those two ladies. They worked their tails off this season. They had phenomenal games, phenomenal seasons. It was a great year for Ole Miss women's basketball. Super proud and super excited for them. Cannot wait to see what they do at the next level.
Paxton, what do you think about all of these players that the men's team just lost, though, after that season?
Me and Henry had a lot of conversation about this earlier in the year. We were skeptical on how actually this team was built and what donors contributed, who came in, because there was a lot of people that played a ton of minutes and there was a bunch of different lineup combinations all year. I don't know if one starting five started, the same game or, every other game. But, earlier in the year, I kind of hated on myself and said there's a lot of white shooters like me, which hurts my ego because in high school, I felt like I did more than shoot the ball. But Eduardo Klofke, he didn't really get much go in the season, but he proved to be good in the SEC tournament. He transferred to Butler. Travis Perry entered the portal, another, 6-foot shooter that was scared to handle the ball. Corey Chess, he's gone. Then Augusta Casilla, he's gone as well. I played him in South Rec one time. He was shooting the ball from the logo. Don't know why he was doing that. Should have been close to the basket. But you mentioned that we have one transfer portal commit so far. There's really no point in recruiting freshmen now in college basketball. I know Rick Pitino from St. John's said that they're not actually going to recruit any freshmen now because you see what happens with the freshmen. These freshmen, they get to the Final Four and they're inexperienced. They don't really know what to do in high-pressure situation. You should spend your money on players like seniors that come in that have high experience, transfers from Kansas, all that. Players that come in, know what to do, know their assignments, not just freshmen that come in, don't really know the program. I've been playing kids like me in high school. So I hope, it's going to be a little slow for us. We have a few visits, but I feel like Chris Beard knows what he's doing and knows what he wants. Sulepa, you said the only commit. He got 69 offensive rebounds in the ACC, the leading in the ACC. So, we need some grit, some toughness to our team next year. I'm kind of excited for that.
Are you worried about the outlook of college basketball and college sports in general if it's very much less common to get freshman recruits?
Extremely.
What do you think?
That's exactly what I was thinking about when you were saying that, Paxton, because I think you're 100% right. No issue with what you said, but my issue is that content, of we're not even going to be looking at recruiting freshmen because you can just go throw a couple $100,000 million at some guy that transfers from another school. It's destroying the soul of college basketball. This is now turned into a minor league that has a free agency period.
Yeah.
Which schools are willing to pony up the most amount of money? And I talked at length about this the other week with how I think NIL is really damaging college athletics as a whole because it is genuinely taking away from the spirit of college basketball. These are student athletes, and you cannot sit here and tell me with a straight face that you're able to continue your education, at the best of your ability or efficiently if you're bouncing around from school to school. AJ Storr was able to score points for us, but he played at 4 schools in 4 different years, and that's ridiculous. You can't tell me that you're going to be able to get the same exact quality of education for your specific program going from Wisconsin and Kansas to Ole Miss and all these other places in between. Something needs to be done because this is ridiculous. So give small programs a chance.
Well, if you want to hear more takes about protecting the integrity of small schools, you could follow Henry Stuart Sports on Instagram, our local geography minor. And we are going to toss to break. When we get back, I'm slapping on a metaphorical mustache and playing the role of Steve Harvey for a very fun game of Rebel Feud. We'll see you in a minute.
Journalism. Here at the University of Mississippi, we produce a nightly half-hour newscast, broadcasting regionally on cable and globally on the World Wide Web. It's the kind of experience that is preparing me to walk into any news station in the country with the skills and abilities I need to succeed. So it's not just preparing me for the real world, it is the real world.
We are rebels. For more than 160 years, we've been accomplishing the impossible, from conducting the world's first lung transplant to helping prove Einstein was right. From preserving the past to saving the future. We are Mississippi's flagship university, a place where passion and learning unite, where friends become family, where small-town charm meets world-class innovation. We are the University of Mississippi. We are Ole Miss.
Hey folks, welcome back. For our very special episode number 20, we are doing the all-new Rebel Feud. So we went out and surveyed 141 people on the Grove and in the Union and around Ole Miss and asked them a couple of questions. And now you guys are going to be quizzed on, how in tune you are with the cultural zeitgeist here on Rebel Feud. We are going to start with Paxton and Mariah because Paxton had apparently, the best sports movie draft last week. So Paxton and Mariah, you guys get to go first. Name the best football game from Ole Miss's last season. So there are 6 answers on the board. We asked 141 people, but this is the top 100 answers. What do you think the people think was the best football game from last season? Paxton, you are up first.
The Sugar Bowl in New Orleans versus Georgia.
Survey says, ding, 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 correct. That is the number 1 answer, the Sugar Bowl. You guys start off with 41 points. Mariah, your turn.
I'm stuck between 2 games, Steve. Georgia. Let's go Georgia, Steve. I don't know.
Georgia regular season?
Yeah.
All right, Georgia regular season. Survey says, that is not on the board. You guys have
They lose that.
one.
But it was a good game.
Why would you
That-
like the one we lost?
I think that was a really good game, but also I was there, so maybe, I'm biased.
I thought it was
All right,
electric.
Paxton, you get the board again.
LSU at home.
LSU at home, survey says, ding, ding, ding. That is the number 2 answer. Paxton is carrying 30 points for you guys. So you guys are sitting pretty. If you can't think of any more, the rest of them get a little bit more niche. Mariah, it's your turn.
I'm going to go Miami this time, Steve.
All right, Fiesta Bowl. Survey says,
What the heck?
Mariah.
Watch that game?
You're selling. Why are you picking all the losses?
losses and taking losses. You guys only have 1 more strength to work with. There are 4 more answers on the board. Paxton.
Florida at home.
Dude, survey says, ding, 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 that's the number 3 answer. Okay, Mariah, walk in. I don't even know if there are any more losses for you to choose, so you should be good.
Nope.
What is your pick?
Arkansas.
Survey says, ding, 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 that is the number 6 answer. You guys are staying alive. Good job, Mariah. Paxton, there are 2 more on the board, but a whole lot of games. What do you have to say?
I'll go the Egg Bowl at Mississippi State.
Survey says, that is not on the board. You guys are out of strikes, and you guys get a chance to steal.
I'm going to say Tulane college football playoff game.
Tulane playoff, survey says, ding, ding, ding. What? 6 points
Good man.
for Evan and Henry. The number 5 answer was South Carolina. And
That was a fun game.
Mariah and Paxton have 89 points, and Henry and Evan with the steal have 6 points to start off with. Now the top 6 answers are on the board. Name another school in the SEC. So what school do you think people at Ole Miss think of when they think SEC?
Alabama.
Survey says, ding, 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 that is the number 1 answer. Good job, Henry. 25 people chose Remo.
I'm going to go with the Bulldogs, Georgia Bulldogs.
Survey says, ding, 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 that is number 5. Georgia Bulldogs, number 5.
5.
With 14 people picking Georgia.
Dang, no cuteness belt.
Well, they don't have any strikes yet.
I know, that's bad.
Auburn.
Survey says, ding, 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 number 4, Auburn.
Girl.
Let's go, baby.
Keep it going.
With another 15.
So,
Who did I ask? I asked 140 students at this lovely institution.
So a little intuition here. I know a lot of people from Tennessee who go to the school, so I'm going to say Rocky Top.
Please, Lord, no.
The number 3 answer on the board is Tennessee.
Come on now, go.
And there's still no strikes.
Okay.
Henry, let's see if you guys can bring it home here.
Let's say Texas A&M.
Survey says Texas A&M was not one of the top 6 answers.
Interesting.
Evan,
I'm gonna go with a newcomer in Texas.
Texas, not A&M. UT Austin was not one of the top 6 answers.
Okay.
All right.
One more chance. I'll say just off of pure hatred, I'll say Kentucky.
Kentucky is not one of the top 6 answers. You two get a chance to steal. You guys get one chance to steal. They're missing a pretty big one here.
Okay, I know who we're going with, Steve.
All right.
LSU.
The number 2 answer on the board is LSU.
I made it up. Yes.
Good job.
I'm so surprised y'all didn't guess that.
I mean, pure hatred.
Y'all
Our coach
picked-
went there.
y'all picked-
You guys forgot the in-state rivals of Mississippi State.
Those are fucking
That
loose
was our
hair.
pick
Yeah.
for Mariah and Paxton, it's your turn. Name a food you commonly see at a tailgate.
I'm gonna go chicken tenders.
Survey says a resounding yes. Chicken tenders was by far the most common answer with 45 points. So now it's all uphill from here. The rest are kind of hard, just in that almost everyone said chicken tenders. So Mariah, you have 7 remaining foods on the board. I know, I'll tell you, it's not chitlins.
RPP. Wings.
Wings or barbecue are number 4. That's the number 4 with 10 points.
I'm gonna go chips or chips and salsa / chips and queso, something like that.
Staying alive, that's the number 5 with a meager 5 points, but no strikes, so good job.
Cookies or things like that.
Cookies, survey says, ding, 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 number 6 is cookies. 4 people said cookies.
So I'm gonna go steak.
Steak, survey says, steak is not on the board. All right, Mariah.
Oh, geez, man. I don't even know. What do y'all eat? What do we eat? Phillips. I saw a lot of people have sandwiches.
Sandwiches. The number 3 answer was sliders or sandwiches.
Gosh, I'm really doing something.
I'm gonna go candy.
Survey says,
Oh, geez, Steve. Come on, man. I don't know. Oh my gosh, a hot dog.
Hot dog, survey says, ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Number 2 answer.
I'm gonna go popsicles.
Oh, man.
Popsicles is not still on the board. You guys get a chance to steal. What do you think is on the board?
I trust you here. I went last time. I trust you.
You know, it's a stadium staple. I love getting them in the stadium, but I'll say nachos.
All right, nachos did have 4 points, so you guys collected a little bit. Just got losses there. And the final answer on the board was mac and cheese with 3 points.
Carrying around mac and cheese on a game day.
Not me. I hate mac and cheese.
All right.
You like mac and cheese?
Now, you two are
Sorry.
definitely behind. Mariah and Paxton with an even 200. You need more points than are left on the board.
I'll try.
So maybe I'll think of a fun bonus question at the end if you guys can bring it close enough to have a shot here, all right? If Ole Miss is on the road, where is your go-to place to watch the game? Where are you watching an away game? They're away.
Yeah.
Where's your go-to place to watch?
I mean, I've gone here to watch an away game, and they have good food. I'm going to say the Blind Pig.
The survey says no. Blind Pig was not on there, but we heard that a couple times.
Yeah.
I'd say Quacks.
Quacks was on the board as the number 8 option.
The library.
The library is on the board as the number 6 answer with 8 points.
I think I'm not gonna lie.
I'd say the Velvet Ditch.
Yes, that was the top bar. The 3rd answer was the Velvet Ditch.
Go B-dubs.
B-dubs or walk-ons or mugshots was the number 5 answer with 8 people saying some iteration of that kind of restaurant.
Where are y'all going?
What the heck is number 1?
Yo, where
All right, Evan.
Oh. I'm trying to think of like spots on the square that also have a lot of TVs, but there's not many left. I would say Harrison's maybe?
Survey says Harrison's was not one of the top 8 answers. Henry, you have 1 strike left to work with. What do you think?
Don't think too much, Aaron.
Talk to the fake microphone.
No, I know. I'm trying to think. I mean, y'all aren't going to B-dubs. Y'all aren't going to the bars. I don't know where y'all are going. I really don't. I'm just back 9.
Back 9.
Good answer, low-key.
Survey says some people said that, but it was not one of the top 8 answers. All right. You guys get a chance to steal, but you've already taken the dub. Do you have a quick one to throw out?
We're gonna say at home on your couch with a bunch of friends.
at your apartment dormer house was the #1 answer with 32 people. You guys are too social.
Come on, I'm around.
And the rest of the board had
I'm a first social guy.
as #2.
It's the same thing.
That is, how is that? Yeah.
Not really. It's people. And then traveling, some people said they wanted to go to the game. And then the other bar that you guys didn't mention would be Funky's.
Oh, yeah.
At #7. Thank you guys so much for playing Rebel Feud. Paxton stays in the win column, and he and Mariah take the dub. I've been your host, Erika Dierke.
I'm Henry Stuart.
I'm Evan Huggins.
I'm Mariah Evans.
And I'm the GOAT, Paxton DeBardeleben.
We'll see you next time. Hotty toddy.